Hey guys, what's up? I am back in Jamaica and I know the background looks a little bit different because I am not currently in my own Airbnb. My Airbnb is full for the entire month. We are completely booked. So I did have to rent a Airbnb and I'm so comfortable here. I woke up in a very good mood. I cooked breakfast and then I decided to make this video for you guys because you guys are not playing about me answering this question, and I told you as soon as I got here I was going to do that, and I am making good on my word. A last video, just wanted to say, is doing so well. You guys really like these sit downs and with me telling you more details about my own personal experience and things that I'm going through and things that I have to pay and whatnot. Thank you so much for the support, and I love the fact that you guys are really interacting with me and just leaving vital information for other people and suggestions, and I really do love that. And again, I am just telling you my own experience. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You can just, if you choose to subscribe and listen, then maybe you'll get some good pointers from me. And some people have been saying things to me that I didn't even know, and I'm just like, maybe I'll look into that as well. And other people can read your comments. So if you are a person that maybe provides a service, or you are a person that can answer someone's questions and you see it in the comments, make sure that you interact with that person, or just on the platform, my platform, just all together. I wanted to just show you this device. So I did make some videos at my condo. I had one day that I was able to go over there to make a video. Ironically, the same device is in this home as well, but I've already shot the footage at my house. So I'm just gonna do a voiceover, tell you about the device, and then I'm gonna come back at the end to just give you information on how you can get one too, if that's what you want. I suggest a lot of things, but I don't tell you like, hey, you have to do this or you need to do this. But I am telling you about this device. If you are in Jamaica and if you are running an Airbnb, this is going to be vital to your keeping that electric bill down. I was about to say vital to your survival, but it's not vital to your survival, but it's going to really help you keep that electric bill down. So let's just look at the device and meet me back here and we'll just do a wrap up. This is the AC inside of my condo, and it is currently on, as you can see. And right underneath it is a little device called the EcoSense. That is basically a air conditioning motion sensor device. And it was hooked up by Bennett, and I am going to leave his contact in the description box below, so don't worry about that. But as you can see, it is attached to the AC, so they do have to do a hookup when they come in to install it. It's a very small device, nothing bulky, which I really love. And this thing saves me a ton of money. Now, it does come with an optional remote control, which I'll explain to you a little bit more on what it does. And of course, Oral will be the person that will really be able to explain that to you. It also comes with a sensor. As you can see, it comes with one sensor. There are two parts. One attaches to, I have mine attached to the door. The other part is stationary on the wall. So basically, if a person were to open a balcony door within 5 minutes, my AC would shut off. So this is for the people that like to keep the balcony doors open and AC still running. That's not going to happen, which I love. Now, you can get additional sensors that can go on your windows, or you can put it on the front door, whatever you would like. As you can see, when I open a balcony door, a red light comes on. So this light lets the person know that the balcony door is not completely closed, and within 5 minutes that AC is going to shut down, or say the window is open, wherever you choose to have your sensors placed. Now shortly I will close the balcony door back, and as you can see, the light goes out. And this is just one of the many features. Okay, so now that you have seen the device, let's just go ahead and just talk about the device. And at the end of the video, I'll try to get some numbers up for you guys to just show you the comparison of my electric bill before the EcoSense and my electric bill after the EcoSense. And 100%, the bulk of my electric bill is completely due to my AC. And you'll see that in the numbers. So When you talk to Oral, his name is Oral Bennett, and I am going to leave his name and number in the info box below so you can give him a call so you can get more information, because again, I'm not an expert on this device. I know the features that I have, that I use, but he'll be able to explain to you more about the use of the device, you know, what ACs are compatible with the device, and any other questions that you would have. He's very nice, and I've already told him that I was going to include this video on my YouTube platform, and he said it was completely okay. He does travel. I know he is. I think he's located in Kingston, but he goes to Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, and you know, you can talk to him about the areas within Jamaica that he does travel to. When you get this device, he will come in and there is an installation process. He will hook this device up to your AC unit, meaning that they have to open up your AC unit because there's some wires, and here I'm doing the technical thing again, and you know, I'm not the tech, but they will open up your AC and they have to connect the device to your AC, because of course it's going to take control of your air conditioning system for the benefit of you and also the guests. Then after he's done that, he will go over with you the different modes, because there are different modes that you can have for the device, like as far as how you want the device to work for you. For instance, I'm gonna just give you an example for me and how I will probably have to have this different in my studio. So in my one bedroom, I have two devices, but they're on two different modes. Now inside the bedroom, I have the EcoSense set at sleep mode, which means that at night when my guests go to sleep and the room is dark, the AC is not going to shut off. It's going to power through the night to not disturb their sleep. But during the day, when the sun comes up, if the device does not sense movement in the room, and you can set it for like, I think 30 minutes or an hour, or there's a interval of time that you can set it, but for mine it's 30 minutes. If my device does not detect movement in the room within 30 minutes, it is going to shut down. Now, of course, the guests, they can turn it back on, and this is only in the daytime. So I don't have it in a mode where it has to detect movement at night. Now, some people do. They have it that it has to detect movement at all times. So, you know, it just depends on what you want to provide for your guests, because at the same time, you want them to be happy and you want them to be comfortable. And I personally have never gotten any complaints with my AC being set in this mode. Well, the EcoSense being set in this mode. Now in the living room, it's a little bit different. I do not have it in night mode. So if my AC does not detect movement, if the EcoSense does not detect movement in the room, it will shut off at night, meaning that the guests can no longer go in the bedroom and leave all the ACs running all night long. The AC in the living room will shut off. So that's very helpful to me, because of the fact that if no one's in the room using the AC, then the AC, I really wouldn't want the AC to be running, because again, that's gonna bring a huge bill to me, and then how can I keep reasonable rates for my guests? Well, that's how I look at it, and that's how you have to look at it when you're running at Airbnb. So those are the two modes that I have. Now I'm going to have a studio soon, and I've kind of been going back and forth, but I think that I am going to again do the night mode, because it's only one room, which means that I can't have it like if it doesn't detect movement or detect the person in the room to cut off, because you know, the bedroom, the kitchen, everything is in the same room, so I wouldn't want to disturb the guest rest. So I'll probably do, and I'm still going back and forth with this, but I'll probably do the night mode for my studio, so it will power through the night. The guests can sleep comfortably with the AC on, but then, you know, in the daytime, the AC will make adjustments for, you know, scanning for movement in the room. Now, there are so many other modes that you could put yours on, and Oral will be very happy to go over those things with you. But I was just telling you, well, two of the modes that I have, and there are different time intervals you can do. So you can do what's comfortable for you and just try it out and see if it works for you. He can always adjust it to a different mode if you would like. But I love this device, and it has saved me so much money. Do your own research. You can look it up, I'm sure, on the internet and find out more about it. I really feel that this is a necessity for someone that runs an Airbnb that does have these individualized ACs. You know, we all have those guests, or you may know of the guests that as soon as they come into the house, they will turn the AC down to the lowest setting, which for me, that's 16. And honestly, my AC, I don't know if it's because it's brand new or because I'm always doing maintenance on it. And I am a person that likes AC. I sleep with AC. I want my blankets on me at night and I'll have the AC on. That's just how I am. So I know I don't like to be hot. And I swear to God, if my AC is like on 23, 20, oh my God, 22, you're freezing. Like, it's actually unbearable to even sit on my couch because this thing is too cold. But guests just will automatically do that when they go to places. Me being one of them. Before I started running an Airbnb and I would go to the hotel, it's just like, you take it all the way down to 16. So there is another feature that Oral does sell, and this is separate. This is if you want this. It's a remote control. He has this remote that you can buy separately, and it can control your AC. So you would just, lock away the remote that goes to your actual AC, and you would use this remote. Now, the thing about the remote that he sells you, you can control how low the AC will go. So for instance, for me, my AC won't go lower than 20. It just won't go lower than 20. I do use this remote. It's not something that you have to get, and that there is an extra cost for it, but I'm just letting you know that there is a way to be able to prevent that and still keep the house cool, keep the guests happy. Because like I said, I've been doing this for over 2 years. I've never had anyone complain to me that it was too hot or they didn't like the way the AC was running, because they're aware. I do let my guests know that we do have these energy saving sensors on the ACs, but I think with the settings that I have, the guests are all satisfied with it. Like I said, you can be very strict with your settings and you may get a little pushback from the guests, and you have to adjust, because again, we're going to talk about customer service. And one thing that I will tell you about, this has nothing to do with this, but you have to listen to your guests. But we are definitely going to talk about customer service and just what I've learned from dealing with guests in the past 2.5 years. So like I said, I've never gotten any complaints from any of my guests. And again, you can always adjust if you've gotten a little too strict with it, or you feel that you're a little too lenient with it. And now, like I said, I let my guests know. So the little sensors that I showed you, again, one comes with the unit, but if you want to put sensors elsewhere, then of course you're going to have to pay more for the sensors. You can put them on your windows, you can put them on the front door. It will be all up to you. For me personally, I have mine on the balcony door because I feel that's the biggest culprit with people going out on the balcony and closing the door or leaving the door open and having the AC running. So I cannot end the video without going over the pricing. So for installation and the supplying of the device, the EcoSense, it's $39,000. The price for the remote is $7,000. Now, remember, you do not need the remote for this system. You can continue to use the remote that came with your AC. But if you want to be able to, control how low the person can take the AC down, then you would have to get the remote that goes to the system, and that's an added $7,000. Now, don't forget taxes. And I think the taxes here in Jamaica are about 15%. But please give Oral a call to talk to him to be able to find out more about the device. Make sure you do your own research as well. You can look the device up on YouTube. Again, it is called EcoSense. I love it. It really, really helped decrease my electric bills, and I know that you guys are gonna love it as well. Now, if you do get this device, make sure that you tell Oral, even when you call him, let him know that I did call him to tell him that I was gonna talk about this on YouTube. So get ready when people, wanna call and ask you about, the device, but make sure you let him know that Paris sent you. And you guys, if you do end up getting the device, go to Instagram. I just started an Instagram channel. I know I have not put any posts up. It's just my reels, but it's just going from doing one thing to the next and trying to do this construction. It's a little hard for me, but I am going to get some stuff over there. Make sure you DM me and send me a picture of your AC in your Airbnb or maybe in your house with your little device. And, just send me a message. I would really love to see your pictures, and put your comments down below. Do you have any other options for helping people save money on their AC bills? But I think this is a really, really good thing, because it's a way to have control when you really thought you couldn't have control. Because this was a heaven sent to me. I'm telling you, this is something that you need to do. So let me know your opinion, what you think. I know I'm going to get a lot of comments on this, and let me know what I missed, but I just wanted to put this out and show you the device so you guys can go out and find out about it and start saving some money. I want to let you know that I did do a video for the bank series. My camera was acting really crazy. It was my ring light. It was like bouncing light off of the light in the back. So it just looks like a light showing back of me. And I'm like, I cannot annoy them like this. So I'm either going to have to re-record that whole video or find a way to just cut out this background. So if you guys have any, I found a way to do it, but the audio doesn't match up with the video, so it looks a little weird. So if you guys know any way that I can do that, please let me know. I'm just a basic editor. I don't know how to do a lot of things, but I am using the InShot app, so just let me know. If not, I'm just gonna have to record the video over again. So that's what's taking so long for it, because I've already recorded the video and I think I did a good job. I have a lot more things to just go over with you guys, so I guess I'm gonna have to continue to do these sit downs. I'll probably try to just do them over the weekend, because I know I'm gonna be busy during the week and I won't be able to do it, and especially trying to get this footage for the vlog and editing it. So yeah, but Donald told me to tell you guys, hi, what's up? We have so much content. Thank you for the subscribers. We are doing so well. I cannot believe it. We're almost at 450 subscribers, you guys, in like 3 days. I told you we gained like so many people. It was just freaking crazy. Like we gained like almost 200 people in a couple of days, like 3 days. And I'm so grateful. The video is doing good. Keep the comments coming. I love them. And just trust that if I can't write you back right away, I am reading your comments. I do read the comments and I try to write everybody back, but I'm in between moving between this place and going to my house, because I also have guests. And I am, even though I have a staff, I'm here, I'm very hands-on. So I am the last person that goes to my house to ensure that everything is going good for my guests. And so I'm still going back between that condo. I'm going over to the new baby, and then I'm just moving from here to there. Long story, but we'll talk about that more in the vlog. This video was just about the EcoSense. I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Please keep manifesting things, keep saying stuff, and make sure you get up and do something good. And you need to start reading books. You have to get a book. Find a book that you're gonna read. I don't know what it's gonna be. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Rich AF. That's what I'm reading, and I love it. I'm going to link it in my Amazon storefront. And make sure you guys check that out. As I start to show you guys things, I'm going to start to add it to the Amazon storefront. And a lot of people were asking me questions about things that I got. When I get a chance to go back into my house again, because I'm doing it in between guests, I'm going to show you guys the, my lighting, just everything in my house, tell you what I like, what I don't like. And if I'm able to send you a link, I'm going to do that. So more things that I want to talk to you guys about and give you updates about is, remember when I was telling you about IKEA and was I going to get the money back, like the taxes, for shipping internationally, but I'm just gonna do a separate video for that. I think that will be the next video that I do. So make sure you stay tuned for that if you are going to be shipping internationally to get your, money back that you paid in taxes. Yeah. So I love you guys. Please have a good week. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.